Imhotep, African family. My name is Sister Hatshepsut, Aset Ma'at. Thank you so much for joining me today on Aset Single Black Mother. I want to welcome in the spirit of all of the single Black mothers who ever existed before us. I call upon the spirit of Aset, the primordial mother. I call upon the spirit of Hatshepsut. I call upon the spirit of Madam C.J. Walker. I call upon the spirit of Maya Angelou. I call upon the spirit of the ancestors who left behind a beautiful legacy for us to follow and created the footsteps in the sand for us to be able to understand the spirit of the single Black mother. Now, today we're just going to talk about whether or not we are responding or reacting to life. I was listening to I Wouldn't Take Nothing for My Journey by Maya Angelou, and she was so deep in her message because it helped me to meditate on whether or not I was responding or reacting to my life. How I used to react to life, how I used to feel resentment, how I used to hurt, how I used to feel abandoned, how I used to feel like I wasn't important, like I had no use, or there was no words for me, or even just signing papers, single, and then African American. So it was just like, what is my life really about? What is my purpose? That's what I began to ask myself. What really is my purpose? And so during that stage of my life, especially back in 2007, I actually had my daughter in 2003, but in 2007 when I went to college, that was my wake-up call, because I was at a point in my life where I was tired of reacting. I had reacted so much to life. I had felt so much pain and bitterness and anger and strife that I almost fell into a seriously deep depression. So I started to channel my energy in a different way. And I decided that, I love learning. I love learning new things. I love reading. I love writing. I want to go back to school. And so that's when I actually went back to school in 2007. It changed the trajectory of my whole life. Aset lived in an era. She was in an era where there were no outside forces. There was only Ma'at, which is truth, balance, harmony, order, and reciprocity. There was no television. There was no outside forces. There was nothing called the single Black mother. And it helps her to relate to and adapts to her environment. Now, there was a different element there, which was Isfet. But Ma'at was so strong and was so prominent because it was something that was taught to her at a very young age. And when she learned of Ma'at and how to balance her energy, and she knew who she was and how to use her power as a woman, this is what helped her to respond to life differently. Instead of reacting to Sitesh, which was the brother of evil and strife, who killed her husband and cut his body into 14 pieces, she responded, and she still persisted to carry out her dreams by positioning herself to become impregnated by the spirit of Asar, which is her husband, knowing that she would become a single mother. She did it anyway, because that was her calling to complete the Holy Trinity, which is the Father, the Mother, and the child. And in that case, it would be the son, which is Heru. And so we often see her depicted as the woman with the child suckling her breast. And Aset was a very powerful woman. She was a woman of libraries. She loved wisdom. She was a woman of integrity, of truth, honor, justice, peace. She was a healing woman, a medicine woman. She cared about the people in her community. She cared about the people of the land. And as a woman, as a mother, it was her responsibility to bear children, to bear a child that would carry the legacy of the father. And so I want you to ask yourself today, are you reacting to life or are you responding to life? Are you reacting to your circumstances, digging yourself deeper into depression, digging yourself deeper into debt, digging yourself deeper into disharmony and putting yourself in a position where you're not happy in your life? Or are you responding? Are you acknowledging that you've done some things that you were not conscious of, that got you in a situation where now you need to make a change? Are you going to respond to that, or are you going to continue to react? Responsibility is an act of maturity. So I want you to take the elements from this story that I shared about Aset today and try to apply it to your life. See where you are on the journey of awakening to your highest consciousness. That's all for today. Please leave your comments below. Please leave any questions you may have below in the comment section. And also don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you on the next video. Suwa.